All right, fellas, we are back. I got some college basketball talk in the chat here. I saw that from Brock. We are back. We are going to be tackling a big board draft on Underdog Fantasy. You guys know the drill. If you want to get into the draft with us, you can wait till we enter the draft and, time it up so that you're in here with us. And if you guys are new to Underdog Fantasy, of course, our promo code FSE, which is linked down below in the description, will get you 100% deposit match back and all that good stuff. So we're going to be tackling that in a couple seconds here. But we also want to remind you that we are starting a new Dynasty startup with you guys, with a listener startup. And you guys are going to have a chance to be into that startup by signing up on our new site, as we've kind of been plugging all week, flockfantasy.com. Using the promo code FSE, you'll have 30% off of any of the packages on there. And like I said, if you enter before 3 p.m. when we do the draw today, then you'll actually have tickets to get into that listener league. The Flocker tier will get you one ticket in the the lottery, and then the Mother Flocker tier will get you 2 tickets, so you have twice as good of a chance of getting into that league. So we'll draw that later today. If you guys want to check out the site, of course, you get a 2-day free trial too on the site if you want to just check it out while we're streaming and see what's on there. And if you want to go ahead and take the plunge, then you can do that. So that is the housekeeping notes. We got Spicy Hot in the backseat drafting for us as usual. So we're gonna go into this draft here. Danny, what's up? How you doing? Did you have Purdue winning? I'm sure you did. Everybody did.
I didn't have them going too far. I think I had them losing either to Tennessee or to Duke in the Sweet 16. So yeah, I mean, Brock's in here. We've been clowning on Purdue together for a while now, man. It's funny because I mean, when it came to Purdue, obviously, number 1 seed. I just don't think they were stronger than a team like Texas, than a team like UCLA. So seeing them go down like that was pretty sweet. Not to mention my Kentucky Wildcats end up winning against Providence yesterday, so that's pretty nice.
How many points do you have in Ron's thing?
Oh fuck, man! I mean, my team
that amount of points for me. I was killing everyone for a while.
Bush, you're more than likely going to finish above me. The team that I had making the final lost in the first round. That was Arizona.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had Arizona making the final.
Let me see how my deep teams go. See, I had USC in the Sweet 16, and they've already lost. But I think they were the furthest team that I had going, and they've lost already. So I think I should be good. My
Sweet 16 is not too bad.
My final 4 is Baylor, Tennessee, Texas, and UCLA, with Tennessee and Texas in the final.
Let me see if I can find this.
With Texas winning, of course.
Okay. You love it. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay, so Spicy, if you want to enter us into this draft, if you guys want to join in here, just make sure to hit the enter button while Spicy does, and we should be rocking and rolling, ready to go. Brock says, I've been missing redraft best ball. Dude, best ball is honestly the best way to play fantasy redraft-wise, in my opinion. Of course, I love my home league, and, we love doing a listener league with you guys, but I'm not really married to the idea of being in 5 redraft leagues anymore. I would much rather do a bunch of best ball drafts and then have 2 or 3 maybe redraft leagues that I love.
Yeah, this was the team that I think I just mixed it up and put Purdue in the final 4, so that's not nice.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had 3 brackets, and I remember 2 of them I had them out early, and 1 of them I had them out like later, just to kind of hedge a little bit. And yeah, that's not nice. Honestly,
yeah. All right, Brock, you can go ahead and hit the yes on that one, Spicy. Jared says, yeah, I got you, Brock. Big board has been a breath of fresh air. Yeah, it's so nice that they have best ball drafts coming all the way, in March or whatever, and this opened in February, I'm pretty sure. So you can get just way ahead of the curve if you guys are complete degens. I know Best Ball Mania 4 will be launching a little earlier this year. We got some, I can't say when because I'm not allowed to yet, but it'll be launching earlier than it usually does. I believe it launched early in June last year.
Yeah, gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've been doing $3 or $5 drafts. See, the shitty thing about us being in Ontario is I'd love to be able to do just private drafts with you guys, and we can't do them because we have to be elsewhere. And we're definitely going to make sure. I'm going to be going to Quebec later on in the spring, in early May or so, and I'll definitely make sure that we can do some private drafts with just basically cash game leagues with you guys on a stream, because I wish we could do that. It's my most annoyed part of doing these drafts, in the backseat with Spicy and shit, is that we can't really do private drafts. I guess we still could, but it's more fun when we can just do them from our own thing. We got Kevin. What's good, guys? What's going on? I will always jump on the chance to slander per mid. Mother Flocker tier. LMAO, I love it. Yeah. And by the way, if you guys don't know what the tiers give you too, just FYI, the new, priority dynasty decision submissions will be our Flocker tiers, and then Mother Flockers will completely skip the line over free submissions and that. And you'll also get access to our Tone Setters chat on Discord. Me and Danny have noties on for those all the time, so you can get 100% access to us there. I'm going to be starting a dynasty trade TikTok series in the next coming days here too, where I just break down dynasty trades on our TikTok. And if you want your trades broken down over there, then the Flocker tier or the Mother Flocker tier will be how you get access to that too. So those are kind of like the benefits, along with obviously all of our rankings and the content that we put on the site and all of the other people's content that are part of the flock there. So we have the second overall pick here. Are we looking for a wide receiver at the top, or are we going to go CMC?
I don't know, man. Darren Waller's looking. I'm kidding. Jamar Chase. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about. I think I'm going to pull up my best ball rankings right now, because we do actually. If you guys are doing these drafts, we have our best ball rankings like up to date and on the new site. So if you guys want to do these drafts with our rankings, you can do that. I just want to see who I have second, because I don't know if I have Jefferson or Chase, or McCaffrey second. I do have Chase second, but man, McCaffrey in a best ball format is definitely very interesting. Of course, we kind of have the whole we have Brock, who just took McCaffrey there, is what Spicy's circling. McCaffrey's interesting because we saw like the big spike weeks, but he's also kind of difficult to evaluate because we've seen like what happened when Elijah Mitchell was healthy.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's the reason why I'm always going to favor wide receiver in those first few spots, particularly. I think McCaffrey at 4 is fine, but especially Chase and Jefferson for the most part, they don't have those question marks. And that, especially the Bengals in this situation, we got Jamar Chase. They're going to be a very good offense. Jamar Chase, when he's healthy last year, showed that he can get that elite level of target share that maybe people had question marks in his rookie season. So I have no qualms. If Jamar Chase stays healthy, I think he's a lock to be a top 3 overall wide receiver. And that's the best bet at this point of the offseason for the 102 after obviously Justin Jefferson, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's wild. Do you remember the last time that there was a consensus 101 that was a wide receiver?
Antonio Brown.
What year was that? 15, 16?
2016, I want to say.
I think 16, because in 17, David Johnson was the 101.
Yeah, I think it was 2016 or 17, right? No, it would be 2016 because
he went 5th overall in my draft in 2017, because I remember I took Lev Bell at 3, and then the person behind me took Julio at 4, and then Antonio went at 5.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. I want to say 2016. Yeah, it was 2016 because I remember that year the top 2 running backs off the board after Le'Veon. Le'Veon actually got a suspension that year, I believe, so he fell a little bit. Le'Veon was a 2nd-round pick, if I remember that correctly. The top 2 running backs off the board for the most part were David Johnson and Ezekiel Elliott and Todd Gurley. Those were the 3 running backs. 2016, and that was the year that Todd Gurley was actually
Gurley was terrible that year.
Yeah,
that's interesting that we were that ahead of the curve on Zeke. I don't remember him going that high because he was a rookie, right? Like in rookie running backs, we know now obviously that they come into the gate swinging, but I'm surprised that we took him that high.
I just remember because I was in grade 10 at that point, give or take, grade 10, grade 11.
You were a child.
And I remember that when Zeke came out, obviously I had a late 1st-round pick in my league that year, and my team was absolutely unreal because I think I got Zeke in the 1st round and Jordy Nelson in the 2nd round, and Jordy Nelson was like the wide receiver 1 that year. So yeah, no, that was pretty dope. Sure. We're about to be back on the clock here, the 2:11. Looking at some of the board, go to the top there quick. I don't mind getting an anchor running back here if we want a guy like Walker or Breece Hall, and then maybe pair that with a guy like Olave or Higgins. Oh, if Higgins falls, that's a smash because we have Chase, but Brock sniped us sadly. Yeah, what do you think about the wide receiver running back dilemma at this turn here?
I like Breece if we can get him in the 3rd, but I think I would probably go Smith with this.
Devontae? I don't mind Smith or Olave.
I don't really I don't have a preference there. Or Metcalf even too is fine.
Hey, Spicy, you can make the decision there between Smith and Olave. Get some interaction here, we got some comments. I'll catch you up quick. I'm kind of happy with that one too. Had them losing to Tennessee. Yeah, I don't know. Purdue just kind of felt like that team that, they had a good record. Yeah, they played well in their conference, but the way that they're kind of built, like if you neutralized 80, then their guards were quite literally petrified to shoot yesterday. Like they did not want to shoot from three. Did you watch the game at all, Corey?
No, I did not.
If they weren't getting a nice inside pass to Edie, like their guards was actually scared to shoot. And if you are a guard, I don't care if you're shooting 31% from three. If you have an open look as a guard, you take that 3-point opportunity. And they just weren't even taking their shots. So back on the clock here, we got Smitty last pick. You want to go with Olave or Breece Hall? I don't mind actually getting the anchor here. So Breece Hall would probably be my pick.
Yeah, Breece would be my pick as well.
Yeah, let's run it. Get some more comments. Would y'all trade Cup for the 103 and a 12-team Superflex, or would you command more? I'm taking the 103 for Cup in a heartbeat. Just looking at the quarterback equity there, you are locked into Anthony Richardson or Bryce Young, both of whom are going to go second round in startups. Cup's going in the 4th to 6th round area. So from a value standpoint alone, you're smashing that deal. So.
Yeah, dude, 103 over Cup, like relative startup value is not even all that close between those two assets. Like if that's Stroud or Richardson, which is probably the case, or even Young if he slides, we're talking about at least a mid-second round, if not higher, startup pick versus where does Cup go in startups? Like 4th, 5th round?
Yeah, exactly. Danny knows ball. Texas and UCLA are so much better than Purdue. Yeah, no, I agree there. UCLA was actually the team that I thought should have been a 1 seed, but just didn't get it. They've been a good team now all year. They've shown that they can win in the tournament. So I would not be shocked. I picked UCLA, but I definitely wouldn't be shocked if either UCLA or Texas went all the way, which I didn't see envisioning or I didn't envision happening with Purdue. Been a while. Hope you guys are doing well. Sicko T Bush. Yeah, go T Bush. I gotta get used to that because I still remember back in the 2020 days when you were just clean shaven and I swear you wore a Bucks jersey like almost every recording too.
Yeah, I don't know why I went babyface before, to be honest.
Fair.
Can't really explain it.
I mean, you were 21 going on 22, and now you're going to be 25, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, well, I don't think I could grow like that much less facial hair then than I can now. I just think I just shaved. I was used to it.
Fair. I mean, to be fair, I'm joking around. All I wore in the first year was like muscle shirts when we would record.
Yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah, I would love the Texas pick if their starting point guard didn't tear his ACL 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I honestly just picked Texas because they're my favorite college football team. I have I know nothing about college basketball, like absolutely nothing. So,
dude,
sorry, Tennessee. Oh, okay. So Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, Texas could still win then.
Yeah.
I did have Tennessee going far though, which is not good to know.
Texas is good. Texas is good this year. For sure.
No way I get 12 in this draft. Pain. Damn, missed the draft. 102 is a great spot to be. Just drafted from 12, and it's hell yeah. We got Wild Mason in here. Just tapping in.
That.
With CMC, I am fine with him there because of his ability in the offense he's in. Sure, he may get some touchdowns vultured. Yeah, dude, that's my thing with San Francisco too, is that even if he gets any kind of vultured work or whatever, he probably makes up for it with his receiving upside.
If I spotted you a line right now, San Francisco over under 11.5 wins, you're smashing the over, right?
11.5. Yeah, I'd probably
11.5.
say that they should win more games.
So
than that.
if we know that team's going to be that good, if we know that offense is going to function because of Kyle Shanahan, like, yeah, I'll have my reservations that he won't get, a 23 opportunity per game type of workload. Maybe it's only an 18-19 opportunity per game workload with a healthy Mitchell there, but 18-19 opportunities in that Shanahan offense. Every negative scenario you could even put at Christian McCaffrey, and I still don't think you can take him outside of the top 5. Like, he has to be a top 5 pick.
Yeah, I know. It sucks because we we have no different outlook that we did last year, except he's on a better team now.
Yeah.
But the same people that had injury concerns with Christian McCaffrey are, rightful to have injury concerns now because he's another year older. He has more touches under his belt.
Yeah. No, exactly. About to be on the clock here at this 4-5 turn. If Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews just went, damn it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like 112 getting CD and AJ, but I don't like the 3-4 turn there. Yeah, same. Wide receiver through Tyreek before I even consider an RB Kelsey. Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, I don't mind that as well.
CMC, I'm willing to make the exception for. Honestly, I don't hate the late first area of running backs that go there, like Barkley's and stuff like that, and Eckler if he stays on the Chargers. I don't mind those guys.
Hear me out, Bush. Could you be convinced with a Herbert Mike Williams turn?
I like that. Yeah. I like we probably got to take Mike first though.
Yeah, I would probably agree. Hopefully this guy doesn't just ruin our stack here. That would be awful.
Yeah, he's got
Backup plan in case he does. Judy, London, McLaurin. I'm fine with any of those guys.
I got a feeling I'm gonna have a shit ton of Justin Herbert if this is the price point
Oh
that
yeah,
you're getting him at.
4 or 5 turn. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, him and Lamar. I mean, even Burrow in this room. Burrow following a Brock at the 4-9 is pretty crazy.
As
Kind
much
of
as I love those elite quarterbacks at the top, man, like the
second
ceiling
round
range
is
of
just
outcomes is no different than these guys.
Also, this guy did snipe us indeed on
Wow, that's brutal. He
that,
literally
that's
saw the
terrible.
Mike Williams. He's like, what a genius stacking opportunity.
Dick.
We could grab Judy here and then maybe
Yeah,
grab a late Russ and someone like that.
I like that plan. I
Yeah,
also
we could also maybe grab Elijah Moore later on and go with like Aaron Rodgers, Elijah Moore, Brees Hall or something.
Yeah, no, I like that as well. I also like if Pitts falls the next turn, that's the difference maker tight end that you could potentially get. Yeah, either way, I like how the team's looking, but that guy taking Herbert was not ideal.
This is an interesting topic. Okay, so he says you're not worried about Brees's ACL. I am not as worried about Brees's ACL. And again, like I'm not going to do the thing every year where we're like, oh, it's like the peripherals are good. Like he's a great athlete. He's a young
We
running
know
back.
he's good.
We know he's good. But I have seen the reason I'm less concerned about Brees's ACL is because I've seen the fantasy doctors not be concerned with it. They say that it's, a clean ACL tear. It's, if we look back at Saquon Barkley's, for example, that's like the best comparable situation because it was a clean ACL tear. Surgery was, I believe, in like late September, early October for Brees Hall. So we got adequate recovery time. It's going to be like 10 months to training camp. And Saquon Barkley probably would have been fine, right? Like we saw the ramp up period week 1 and week 2. And then week 3 of 2021, he gets his full workload, like 85-90% of the snaps. I think he got it again one more game after that. And then against the Cowboys, he has the ankle injury and it kind of derails his season. I still think we're going to like worry about explosiveness and like looking the exact same with Brees Hall in that first year. But I do think if the offense is good with Aaron Rodgers, at the helm, I still think that even if Brees is less efficient than he would have been without the ACL tear, it's possible that we still get a guy that's, an RB8 in fantasy kind of guy.
Yeah, like from a
Upside.
production standpoint, there's definitely concerns here. Like we're not just saying, yeah, an ACL is nothing. No, it is still a big deal. But if you're looking at it from a macro perspective and understanding that, what these big boards can look like, any positive type of news for Brees Hall over the offseason. And Brees Hall's a first round pick in redraft. So I just think from a value standpoint, 2-3 turn is probably the lowest we'll see him. It kind of reminds me of what people kind of felt about Barkley coming into last year. Obviously, different scenario because the injuries he dealt with last year weren't as significant as the ACL because he was 2 years removed from the ACL. But it still kind of remains that people are so focused on, injury prone. But if you're getting a guy that has league-winning level upside on the 2-3 turn, I will take stabs at that price point any given week.
Well, I think even more importantly, too, is that even if Brees Hall gets out to a slow start, all the money's in the
Late
championship weeks
rounds,
anyways, right? So if Brees Hall is inefficient for the first 6 weeks of the season and then gets his legs back, like we saw with J.K. Dobbins this year towards the end, and Dobbins had a much more complex ACL tear than Brees Hall as well, then we could see Brees get back on his feet fully by like week 10 or something. And if he's playing like a league-winning running back, then he's going to be on championship teams. It might be harder to advance him for that reason if he has like a slow start, but if you can advance him, he's going to obviously pay off big time.
Side note, Bush, I'm looking at the running backs in this zone right now, and Spicy. If you go to the running back board, there's nobody that really stands out to the point where like I would rather just wait on like Sanders later, Montgomery later, guys like that in like the round 9 to like 12 range, rather than reach ahead of the curve now. Because I'm seeing like I like Gibbs here, but Dalvin Cook, Isaiah Pacheco, like
Isaiah
round just
Pacheco
feels,
goes this high? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
That's ridiculous, dude.
Like
We're going to take Isaiah Pacheco in the 60s.
Yeah, that's insanity.
That's ridiculous.
Kyle Pitts, if he falls, I think has to be one of the picks.
I think Pitts is definitely a guy that I would go after. We also could grab Goddard too and just get like a mini exposure to that offense if Pitts is gone.
Yeah, we could, and then close off at a 2 tight end.
What's available at quarterback?
Yeah, what is available at quarterback? So we got Deshaun, we got
probably
Dak.
wait. I would like to grab 2 of those guys if we can, though. If we can grab Watson and Cousins or Dak and Daniel Jones or something like that, I would like to secure 2 of those like solid back end QB1s.
Yeah. Well, if we're looking at, I think Dak would be the cheapest to get a wraparound stack, right? Because if you look at the quarterback, right? If you go to Dak,
I like Dobbins here. If I'm being honest with this next pick, I think I like Dobbins with this next one, man.
I don't. I would rather like
Goddard
any.
and Pitts just went.
I would rather any of the receivers personally. I just think that it's a pretty flat, or at least, or a quarterback. If we're gonna get quarterback, at least we'll have the advantage there. We go with Watson or Dak
I don't
here.
think we need to take Watson yet. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's fair. It's 71. Yeah, it's a little
I'm not
early.
taking Swift at this point. I don't give a fuck. I'm
No,
not taking Swift.
I
Pierce or
don't.
Dobbins would be my pick, but I would pick Dobbins.
Definitely not Pierce. I'd rather Dobbins than Pierce, but I don't want either.
I think we should take Dobbins here.
I like Deontay out of all those options.
Ugh, no, not yet.
The 6-7 turn.
We'll let you make the pick here, Spicy.
Yeah, spicy pick. Spicy pick.
I vote Dobbins. He's got Deontay, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
We went with Dobbins. Okay, you can make this pick now with no.
Yeah.
I think Burks is interesting. If I would go wide receiver here, I think Dotson's pretty interesting too.
Yeah, I definitely would.
Or do we want it? What's available at tight end? Do we have anything left?
Waller.
Yeah. Again, at tight end, I would like to grab two guys that are interesting as well, not like punt it completely.
That's a 3 build. That's a 3 build at tight end for sure.
Yeah, I think so. I don't honestly hate just taking Pierce.
I kind of want to just take Burke, so we're just set at wide receiver, and then we could scoop up some of that talent later on, like Chase Brown, like Charbonnet, like those guys. Interesting. So we got some comments here. We'll quickly go through because we just finished our pick.
Yeah, I got it here. We got Edward says I have 101 and 104, 105 and 107 already. You love to see that. Jeez.
Yes, sir.
Are you streaming the startup, by the way? It'll be a slow draft, so we probably won't. We might do. We could do like a recap video though. We probably won't stream it because it'll be a slow draft, but we might be able to do a recap video after 8 rounds or something like that. We can talk about all the trades that happened and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea. I feel like we've that's something we have done, not done enough is break down what went on in our startups, because I think it would definitely be interesting to see people's idea of what the value was when people traded down and stuff, because I feel like a lot of people ask us stuff like that. I know I always get questions like, hey, I want to trade down at this pick, what should I get?
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
The running backs outside of the first are low-key money. I really do like the way that the board kind of stacks up, because I really like the upside of ETN, Walker, Barkley, those type of dudes that are sometimes available in the second round.
100%. It gives you an opportunity where you're getting an anchor type of wide receiver, like a true difference maker at the top of your draft, and you're still able to get, league winning level upside at the running back position. So I do think this year, either a hero or a superhero, if potentially two of those profiles fall to you at the 2-3 turn, while still being anchored by an elite wide receiver, is going to be very, very advantageous for a lot of people. Because if you can still get that, locked in stud wide receiver while still having, 20 point per game upside at the running back position behind, that's huge.
Yeah, it looks like it's almost shaking out the same way that it was last year in terms of what part of the draft is good to draft from. Because last year we were we want high picks, because not only was the first round you get the advantage there, but the 2-3 turn was a falling off point, to the point that when you're at 12 or you're at 11 or something, the 3-4 turn is just not as good as the 2-3 turn, by a long shot. And if you can walk out of a draft with Chase, ETN, and Breece Hall, that's pretty nutty.
By the way, we're a full swing around, so I'm not going to say anything yet. Quentin Johnson, though, at that point is pretty nice. Yeah, exactly. Quentin Johnson at the 7-8 turn, I'd be down for that upside. Jordan Addison as well. I can't believe he's still falling. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
We knew Mason had to stand the Texas stuff.
Hey, man, let's go.
Hook 'em, dude. I'm so excited for the football season for Texas, man. It's gonna suck not having the two backs moving off to the NFL, but I think Worthy's gonna bounce back this year. I think Keelan Robinson was pretty good in relief of Bijan and Roschon last year. I'm kind of curious to see what he does. I don't know if Hall's going to be back off of suspension or not, but I think we got another transfer receiver. I can't remember what his name is, but and then I want to see the QB competition, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, some combination of these 4 picks, once we get back to the clock, I should probably wait a little bit, but I mean, the only one that can snipe us realistically is Brock. So I'm just going to say this. If we can get some type of combo of, what was it? It was Dak and Gallup, obviously not back to back, but Dak, Gallup, and what was the other one? Oh my God, I'm blanking. Waller. That'd be great. Yeah. I also wouldn't mind if no, Addison already went. Damn it. Okay.
Is Elijah a buy or sell? That really depends on his price. If people are extremely, extremely excited about the Aaron Rodgers news and you can get a first round pick for him, I would probably sell him.
I actually made a trade. I got Elijah Moore and Rashad Bateman yesterday. Keep in mind, this is the league. I have a ton of picks. Kind of wanted to get some young ascending wide receivers just to, get some type of mix up with the team. But I got Rashad Bateman and Elijah Moore for the 111, the 207, and the 208. Now, contextually, maybe it's a little expensive,
I
but for
don't think
my
so. Those picks aren't like extremely valuable.
and in my perspective, I still have like for a team that's tanking because I just stripped my team down. I have just a bunch of draft capital. My receiver core now is actually like low key pretty good. I have CeeDee Lamb, Jahan Dotson, Terry McLaurin, Elijah Moore, and Rashad Bateman now.
Yeah, and I like Bateman and Moore if you can get them for like early to mid seconds. But if I have to pay ones for them, or if I can get ones for them in trades, I'm definitely gonna either pass or sell on those guys. Go Hoosiers, baby. Time to smoke that Miami pack. What is Watson, Murray worth in Superflex? They are on the block in one of my leagues, 2023, mid to late first or first plus. What type of player? So I would be willing to pay a mid. Okay, actually, let's make this pick first.
You down for Dak and Sharps?
Dak and Sharps. Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah. Sharps in the ninth round just feels
high.
Yeah, I have no clue. If I was certain he would be a Bronco, I would have considered that because you could get a cheap Russ later. But at this point, it's just no.
Did we grab Judy or no?
Yeah, we have Judy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we did grab Judy.
I mean, we could always wait. Where is Russ? Dick, man. Jay Pask is.
I actually honestly don't mind just grabbing Cousins here. I know it's kind of a naked Cousins. We could also grab Lance if we're gonna go naked.
I'd rather do Lance for sure.
Or we could take David Njoku also.
I think I like Lance the most here. Just for the upside.
I'm nervous about Lance, man.
Just for the upside, though. Because
I think it's fine.
Fill out our positional groups later. I mean, we've already gotten sniped out of the wazoo.
I think you still grab a third quarterback, though, is like my thing, which is why I almost would have rather grabbed Cousins here and then later on grabbed Richardson.
Yeah, I mean, we could still get a rookie quarterback in the last rounds. We just get more security, and I mean, the upside here for Lance is tremendous.
Okay, so back to Edward's question here: Watson and Murray in Superflex, mid to late first or first plus. What type of players? If I am paying for Watson or Murray, I'd be willing to give my mid to late 2023 first and my mid to late 2024 first for them. But you might not have to give that up. So if you could get them for a mid to late 2023 first and any young wide receiver like Jamison Williams, even I'd be willing to go up to. But you might not have to give up that good of a receiver. If you could get them for, Jahan Dotson in a mid to late 2023 first, I would do that any day of the week.
By the way, I just realized what I was trying to figure. Elijah Moore and Aaron Rodgers were the two picks I was thinking of. So.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think we sniped Jared though. He just said no, my Lance.
Yeah. That was more.
Go to I think Circling Jared is his team probably. Who does he have on his roster? Does he have Kittle and Ayuk or some shit?
Must. Yeah,
Kittle and Ayuk.
Yeah, that to be fair, Jared, that was not the plan. After that guy sniped us on Sharps, it kind of just engaged a panic a little bit because when you're live streaming, you don't have full time to consider what's going on. So apologies for that.
Yeah, I'm concerned with Brees. Don't get me wrong. If he stays a 2-3 turn pick, though, I'm less concerned. If he becomes an early second round, late first round pick, I'm definitely more concerned.
100%.
Also, I don't normally take Burrow early, but with Higgins on that team, I was cool taking him there. Yeah, for sure. You aren't getting Goddard. I'm keeping it real with you. 20-round draft, three tight ends, 3 quarterbacks, the majority of drafts. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to do 3 tight ends, and we definitely need to take one of them soon here because we have no one. I would love to do a recap video of the startup if I can. Oh, Mason, they're talking about the one that we're doing with our audience, but yeah, just a sneak peek. We're probably going to do one with the team there at the new Flock Fantasy site. So me, Danny, Mason, Zach, Badake, Pierre, and Chris will probably all do a startup as well, and bring on like maybe one lucky winner from each audience kind of thing, and then something else or something like that to fill out the final spot. So that'll be super, super fun, and we'll definitely have some content around that. But we're referring to the startup that we're going to do names drawn for after this is done. So if you guys missed the announcement at the beginning of the video and you want to be in a startup with us, I will drop the link in the chat right now to fill out the Google form. All you have to do is sign up on the new site and fill out this Google form, and you will be entered for that. So, like I said, if you want to get into that, we're literally going to draw that like in an hour. So, definitely hurry up.
Did Elijah and Aaron Rodgers already go?
I would imagine so.
Oh, fuck right off. Yep. Okay.
Rodgers and Moore, yep.
Oh, that was Jared's payback.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it like around the time too that he did that. Okay.
Oh,
so
he said he got you back. Okay.
So is there any tight ends on the board, or are we just gonna fucking have nobody?
There's nobody I want there. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, I don't mind Jalen Hyatt here with this next pick. Or we could take Russ and call it a day on our QBs.
Yeah, or I mean, like Dalton.
Or do we not want to invest that much in the quarterback position?
I also think Dalton Schultz at this price point is actually not bad. 121, it just seems cheap.
I don't mind B-Rob, Hyatt, Wilson.
Check the tight ends.
Boyd's not terrible too.
Check the tight ends. Like Dolchich is probably the only one that kind of excites you here.
I'd say we grab a tight end with our next pick because I'm not 100% on these guys.
Yeah. So we'll wait. Let's get Russ with one of these picks and then try to wrap around and get Dolchich maybe.
Yeah, like we could probably wait on. Or no, we got to take Russ here. This guy's got one QB.
Yeah, and he's been sniping us.
He's been sniping us constantly too.
I think he has Sutton too.
Yeah.
Yeah, cuck. See you later, pal.
Fuck him.
All
right. What do we got here? Brock keeps sniping.
Yeah, no, for real. That's what I was gonna say. Brock sniped us, and then we sniped Jared because of it. Because if we had the Burrow, Higgins, and Chase, we wouldn't be out here sniping Jared.
Well, I think didn't he snipe one of the tight ends too when we were talking about Pitts and Goddard? I think he took one of them.
Yeah. We had.
He might not have. I could be making that up.
No, we had Devontae Smith, and he cucked the Goddard out. So Jared, you sniped us, but Brock is like the ringleader of it.
Okay, so do we want to go tight end here? Or B-Rob I think B-Rob's not a bad pick.
Do we want some? What about Lazard?
I think our third running back takes precedent over like our sixth.
Okay, that's fair.
Lazard.
I mean, I don't like B-Rob too much, but
I think he's a fine pick there. I think he's going to have touchdowns.
I think I just prefer Gibson straight up, so I would rather Hyatt.
All right, well, we got to make a pick now. Let's take Hyatt then.
Because let me see the ADP. I'm just looking at B-Rob.
We're probably done at wide receiver.
I like Gibson straight up.
Yeah, I don't mind just backloading our running back core with rookies too.
Damian Harris is another one that really speaks out because we saw what happened to. I mean, I'm assuming
Roschon at 176 is criminal.
100%. Well, I was looking too. Damian Harris, if he signs to a good situation, he's going 160 right now. Let's say he signs similar to what happened with Rashad Penny. Rashad Penny signs with the Eagles.
He could sign to the Chargers as like their banger or something like that.
You know what I'm saying? Or I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if he came to the Cowboys too. Like a team like that could use a bruiser.
He makes perfect sense to replace Zeke.
You know what I mean?
It makes perfect sense to replace Fournette in Tampa too.
Yeah, no, 100%. So I mean, if we're looking at it, him going that late, 160 overall, like where did Penny go in this draft? Search up Penny, Spicy.
Rashad Penny probably went like in the 90s.
Penny. Yeah, 123 ADP, but I bet you he probably got reached on because that ADP includes before the signing. Yeah, check Variant's team real quick. He's on the clock. Odell.
Took him at 112.
112. I can see a similar type of spike happening for a guy like Damian Harris if he gets a nice landing spot too.
I think Madison at 130 is also such a good pick.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Cook could still get traded.
Yeah. No, I don't mind that either.
And even if they bring in a rookie to compete with Madison, like he's got a leg up on him.
And I mean, I'll always be down for Madison in the
B-Rob's sliding, and he should be picked by now.
Please tell me that Dolchich is still available.
Telling you.
Please tell me that Dolchich is still available. Yeah, he is.
Edward says, if I trade Cup for 103 in my Superflex League, I'd have 101, 103, 104, 105, and 107. I don't think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. That's all. Like, those picks are the premium picks in this year's rookie class.
It's a great thing, brother.
Like, 107 is your worst pick, and you're still guaranteed a top 3 wide receiver, one of the top 3 running backs, or one of the top 3 quarterbacks. Or Will Levis, if you like him.
By the way, Edward, how much does the guy want for Chase? If he wants... Like, would you give 3 of those picks outside of the 101 for Chase?
And
It's tough.
Like, so what, 103, 105, and 107 or
Yeah,
something
let's
like
just say
that?
that was the deal. Like, would you do that if you want to chase?
So we're talking, you're giving up like a mid-second startup pick in one of the quarterbacks. 105 is probably still like a early to mid third to fourth rounder, and then 107. I think I'd maybe feel comfortable with that. I might want like Chase and a two back or something like that.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
give or take, I think that's relative value. If you could get Chase for anything less than three of those, then yeah, sure. If all it costs is 103 and 105, then absolutely do that.
Sign me up. So we're filled out at quarterback, and maybe we add one total more wide receiver. We should just be filling out these running backs and tight ends now, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
I think I like Knox here, just given the
I love
offensive.
Dolchich. We have Russ.
Yeah, I think we can get Dulcich with our next pick, though. No,
I would rather Chig over Knox right now.
I
I'll
would
tell you
want
that.
Knox, just given the spike weeks and the offense that he plays.
Well, we could take one of them and then get a running back maybe, and then hope. Yeah, because we have Dak too, so we can close off with Gallup too. Oh, there's so many opportunities here. Uh,
I like Knox here.
yeah. So you want Knox and Dolchich?
I like them both, but let's just mix them up. Who cares?
Fair.
I would say just take Knox first because his ADP is higher, but yeah,
Um,
to me with tight ends, man, like when you're getting spike weeks out of these dudes, I honestly feel like it's just like take tight ends and good offenses. Like it doesn't really matter at this point in the draft.
makes sense.
There's no real like, yeah, Dolch is just like a breakout candidate and stuff, but I would rather just take Knox 6 touchdowns next year than a breakout candidate guy like Dolchich, especially when we intend to build out a 3 tight end core.
Yeah.
We just need like a couple spike weeks out of each guy.
Well, I think that the names that speak out to us later are going to be like Ferguson and Hendershot just to complete the Dallas Chiefs.
No, fuck that.
The last round. What?
You guys are going to draft a tight end in the second round
No,
anyway.
we're not.
You
We're
are.
not. No.
Yeah, take Dolchich here. I think that's probably
Yeah,
what we need to
Dolchich
do.
for sure, but I'm saying as a third tight end in the
Go
last round,
to
you
the
can't say
tight end
that's bad.
position. I'll tell you like at least 20 tight ends I would take over fucking Ferguson and Hendershot. I would rather
likely over Kincaid is insane.
Yeah, likely over Kincaid is insane, 100%.
I mean, like, yeah, those guys, sure.
Maybe not Gesicki because he's on the fucking Patriots.
I'll tell you what, I'd take Ferguson
like
over
Hurst is kind of a good value there as well.
I'd take Ferguson over him.
I take Henry over him. I would take Washington over him. I would take Woods over him.
Conklin,
Moreau, if he goes back to the Raiders, I would take him over. I think Otten I would probably take over him too.
Yeah. I understand. Like, if you want to say,
Musgrave and Laporta are interesting given their draft capital potential.
If you want to say right now that you're worried that they're going to add someone, sure, but if Ferguson's the tight end one in Dallas, then he's going to be.
We should go back to the running back position here and see what we're dealing with.
I just think the ceiling
we have nobody at this position. So I mean, I would just start star and rookies.
Foreman,
Tucker,
Roschon,
Spears, Roschon, all of them.
Harris.
Yeah, Harris too. Yeah, Spears.
We're leaving with 6 or 7 of these guys.
Roschon, Singletary, I would star as well. Bigsby.
Kendre Miller.
Yeah, Kendre Miller. Chase Brown is fucking in the dirt. Cordero Patterson's a good one. I'd probably star him as well.
Chase Brown.
I can't believe how fucking low he is. Carter's also... Actually, we got Brees. I don't know if we want to cuck ourselves like that. Zach Evans probably too. Dwayne McBride as well.
Bannekan is somewhat interesting down there too.
I don't hate the new J-Rob to New England spot as well for some spike weeks.
We got to spam some of those guys.
Yeah.
On this turn, are we going to take one of them in Gallup, or are we just going to bun Gallup then? Because we have Dak.
Damn it! Help our offense or our roster?
No, but it gives us a spike with Dak.
Sure. I'll let you make that decision.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because it closes off your wide receiver and then just opens you up to darts at running back.
I'd rather take a higher priority dart on a running back than take Michael Gallup.
Fair. We could then. I mean, yeah, seeing that Jared got two running backs right here. A couple guys are going to go off the board for sure.
Yeah. My Lance. Yeah. I'm deceased. LOL. Got you back. I had Wilson. Sure. Yeah. I mean, if he had Garrett Wilson, that makes sense. He goes Elijah Moore and Aaron Rodgers. These guys are just chatting.
Yeah, here. Facts, Jared. Facts. Tell them.
Future Cowboy. Ugh, gross.
I don't know. I'd rather Roschon.
Izzy's just not good.
Spears is pretty interesting here.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with. I would rather have Roschon than Spears, 100%.
Yeah, same. Just because of size.
I would rather have. I mean, It's tough when it gets to like if we're talking ability. I would rather have Roschon than Spears, Bigsby than Spears, Chase Brown than Spears, and Kendra Miller than Spears. But I think Spears is going to go on day 2. So
Yeah, I mean that's the dilemma right now, right?
but I would still rather have those guys. Even if you give me a 3rd round Tajay Spears versus a 4th round Chase Brown, Kendra Miller, and Tank Bigsby, I'd rather have the 4th rounders.
Yep.
I just don't think Spears is going to make a huge impact at the next level. Even though he's like explosive and fun or whatever, he's small. He ran a 4.47 at his pro day, which is probably like a 4.5. Like, I don't know. He's not all that special. He's got some good ability, and he's probably going to be a good role player at the next level. But I think Roschon has workhorse size. Tank Bigsby has, upside as well. Kendra Miller has an early down workload type of size profile as well. And then Chase Brown is kind of good at everything. So,
yep. Let's get 2
I think
of these
Roschon should be the pick here.
Roschon for sure, but do you want to get 2 of these guys or play the ADP?
I mean, I'll let you take Gallup here. He's slid in the ADP if you want to take Gallup.
Let's go Gallup. Just be first, just in case, because fucking JPESC is scaring me here the way he's been sniping us all day.
Yeah, here comes fucking Roschon. Big.
I feel like he's in the stream, bro, because every time we talk about a player, he takes them. Tajay Spears. Okay, so he need to take a rookie running back. Let's see if he goes with the other one.
What do you guys think of A-Chain in this? So, I mean, I think I'm just gonna reserve all opinions for Devon A-Chain until I see where he goes. Honestly, because I really, really do think he is completely situation and landing spot dependent. I don't love his overall skill set as a player because I think he's pretty limited. Did he just take Mike Gesicki?
Yeah, he loves it
over Michael Mayer and fucking.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it.
Yeah, I think we should just take Roschon here.
Yeah, no,
I also like don't hate not dovetailing, fucking closing out our tight end core if Michael Mayer slides to us.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said, dude, like Jake Ferguson's gonna be like a last round pick. So if he is gone, like at that point,
I don't know why you're like convinced that these guys are gonna be anything though.
Because I watched him play last year and he looked good. Yeah. And Dalton Schultz is a negative chance of coming back. I know
Dalton Schultz isn't coming back. I just think it's weird that like
I understand it's optimism
to vacated production.
Oh no! It's not about trust in that. It's about potential value. If you're getting a guy like that in the last round, if Dallas doesn't draft a tight end, he's going to be a 12th or 13th.
They're going to draft a tight end, dude. There's like fucking 14 tight ends that are going to go on day 2.
I'm saying if maybe they take one round 3 or round 4, sure.
They're going to take one in round 2. I'm calling it right now.
No.
I'll bet you.
I will bet only if the value falls like that.
I will bet you anything that if Mayer, Musgrave, Darnell Washington,
Musgrave,
who are the other major ones? Fucking
Musgrave sucks.
Those 3 plus Kincaid and fucking there's another one that I'm forgetting, but one of those main like 4, 5, 6 tight ends that like were highly thought of. If any of them are on the board for your 2nd round pick, I guarantee you the Cowboys will pick them.
No.
I'm calling.
They would rather. I'll tell you right now, the ideal first two rounds for the Cowboys, from what I'm hearing, are offensive line and receiver. Like, if the tight end falls and
a tight end is accomplishes a similar goal.
And that's the thing, right? Like, if the receiver falls that you don't like, and there's a good tight end, maybe at that point. But if a receiver falls that you like, you're not taking the tight end.
Luke Musgrave, you are a Cowboy. I'm calling it right now.
They're gonna take Steve Avila in the 2nd round.
They
want a guard.
Yeah, we need offensive line. This draft, if I was Jason Light, the whole draft just take only offensive, defensive linemen and corners, like the entire draft. That's all you need. I guess we retain Dean, so maybe not as many corners, but offensive, defensive line, maybe some receivers on day 3, and then you're good.
We need running backs bad. What Tank and where's Singletary's a free agent, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's still available too.
I don't know where the fuck he's gonna go. Whoever wants an undersized running back that can't catch passes, I mean, feel free. Apparently, he's linked to the Bucks, so
I don't think that's a terrible landing spot for him.
Yeah, but like,
I don't want him
for fantasy.
I don't want him. I'd rather have Damian Harris.
That's what I mean. Like, you literally already have your scat receiving back with Rachaad White. Why the fuck would you pick up another small guy?
Yeah, no, If the Bucks want to get a running back, if I were them, I would just sign a veteran like Damian Harris for like a 2-year, like fucking $6 million deal or some shit, or draft Dwayne McBride or Kendra Miller on day 3. Like,
yeah, I don't mind that. The Tank fucking go, Jared. It's killing us right now. Ugh. Man.
What do you guys think of AR-15? Whether starts year one is extremely landing spot dependent, so I don't know what to make of him. I mean, I did his tail of the tape on like Wednesday or whatever that was. I'm gonna once I'm done Strouds, they'll get a little bit more interesting because we'll be talking skill players. But I think Anthony Richardson is probably gonna like sit for a couple games. But again, like you said, it kind of depends where he goes. Because if he goes to Indianapolis, are they gonna trot out Gardner Minshew for 17 games this year? Probably not. Like they're gonna play Richardson at some point. Like if he went to Detroit or if he went to Seattle or if he went to the Raiders or something like that, then it's possible that they could let Richardson sit for a whole year. But I think he's probably more likely to go to the Colts or something. Will Levis also could be the pick at 4, man. Like we have no idea.
For sure.
I think you know what I talked about on the free agency video. Is it me or does it feel like the Falcons are going to take a quarterback at 8th overall and nobody's talking about it?
I don't see it.
Dude, they're going to have a quarterback on the board for them. Unless Seattle or Vegas.
Arizona's trading out.
What?
Arizona might trade out.
For who, though? Who's going to trade up? Right?
Yeah.
No one's going to trade up.
Tennessee?
Maybe, but I don't know.
That'd be gross. Jared's praying that happens. We got obliterated at running back. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I would take I'd probably go Singletary here, honestly. I think that's a good value on him.
Yeah, or
I'll take Chase for the next pick. Hopefully this guy doesn't fucking take him.
Chase Brown. I think Kincaid's a good value here too.
We already have 3 tight ends, don't we? Or do we still need
two?
No, we only have 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Booty. Yeah. No, I'm interested to see what happens with the Falcons in the draft because there isn't another quarterback landing spot because I think it's almost a guarantee that Stroud's going 1, Bryce is going 2. And then at 4, the Colts are going to take either Levis or Richardson, whoever they like more.
Do we want to go Kincaid here first because those running backs are projected later on in ADP?
Somebody's going to take Chase Brown before then, man.
Yeah, but from a texture standpoint, you can't reach 20 picks on ADP.
All right. Let's say Kincaid.
Just because the ADP, Kincaid spicy.
Yeah, we'll still have a guy out. If we have to settle for McBride or something, it's fine.
Yeah. Kraft or Laporta.
Yeah, I think he was referring to the other tight ends that I was talking about. Yeah, those guys also could be Cowboys as well in the second round.
No, thank you. Why are you so obsessed with the Cowboys taking a tight end?
They're going to take one. I know how the Cowboys draft.
No.
You guys do the same shit every year.
No. I think there's a really
draft only linebackers and tight ends.
We haven't drafted a tight end in the first couple rounds in years. The last tight end that we picked,
the volume of tight ends, the sheer volume of tight ends that you guys draft is every year you could book a top 4 round pick on a tight end for the Cowboys.
The last tight end that we took in day 2 or earlier was 2013, where we took Gavin Escobar over Travis Kelce. So, fun fact.
You can't deny that you guys just tend to throw a lot at that position group. Just the sheer number of draft picks.
Oh, day 3, I think they'll add a tight end. Yeah.
Right. Sure. But here's the thing. This tight end draft class is good. So if you want a good one, you should probably draft one on day 2.
I'd rather just wait and get whoever falls the furthest in value, even if that's a late 3rd round pick.
I guess, but the rest of the draft is not that good at other positions. So there's a good chance that by the end of round 3, there's fucking 9 tight ends off the board.
I'll tell you right now, even though we traded for Stephon Gilmore, if there's a good corner that falls versus a good tight end that falls, we're taking the corner.
I don't think so, dude. I think the Cowboys would pick the tight end.
We really wouldn't.
It's a need.
They're smart in the draft, dude. They're a good drafting team. No. What? They're one of the best drafting teams in the NFL. Are you capping me?
We're not doing this now.
No. You're capping me, right?
I don't know.
Look at their hit rate compared to other teams.
You drafted a running back at 4th overall.
Okay. Other than that, look at your Buccaneers hit rates.
Our hit rates are just fine.
Yeah, the Cowboys are better.
Okay, we can go through this exercise at another time.
The rumor was the Titans only wanted Stroud or Young, so I don't think they'd move up to 3 for Levis or AR-15. Yeah, that's fair. Atlanta trade for Kyler and get the 3. LOL. Wait, what? How would Atlanta get Kyler and 3rd overall for 7th or 8th overall, whatever?
They'd probably have to give him the next 2 ones too.
Yeah,
maybe. Facts. And then probably other shit and Pitts.
Yeah. Them boys getting 2 tight ends. The only guarantee with Dallas is that they will always draft O-line when there is even a small need at that spot. Yeah, no, I agree. I think I wouldn't be shocked if they took an O-line in the first round, dude. Like I could see it fully happening. Connor McGovern left to the Bills this offseason. They have a pretty decent need now at the left guard spot because you want to keep Tyler Smith out there long term at tackle. So I think Avila, I think like Osiris Torrance, I think they make a lot of sense. But if I'm going to take an offensive lineman at that spot, I would rather just trade down. Like I think in a deal that makes sense that people aren't talking about, because people are thinking like, oh, you're going to trade for DeAndre Hopkins, give up like a 3 or a 4. If you're Arizona, what's more beneficial for you, getting a 3 or a 4, or say moving that 34 and Hopkins for the 26? Because it's an 8-pick fucking buffer for you.
Yeah.
And it just adds more value to your team.
Also, when did Tyler Biotish make a Pro Bowl?
This year, no?
Ew.
Did he not?
Why?
He's not bad. He's not bad.
Well, to your point about the Cowboys, since the 2019 draft, you guys have definitely drafted some great players, but most of them have been your first-round picks.
Just like every other team?
No, we've drafted a lot of players on day 2 and day 3 that have been really good.
So have we, no?
I mean, other than Tony Pollard and Trayvon Diggs, not really. And Biotish is a starter, I guess.
I mean, what's your definition of good? Because you're going to have
you missed on Kelvin Joseph, Tristan Hill.
That's a miss.
Neville Gallimore, I guess, is kind of a miss.
I mean, third round, he gave you starting.
Rounder. Sam Williams, I don't know what he did this year.
Sam Williams is good.
Jalen Colbert, dog shit.
Yeah, that's bad.
I don't know. It looks pretty much like every other team's draft history.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, but you said it's really good. And it doesn't stand out as really good either.
Well, I mean, they've also like hit every single first round pick. They've got a franchise quarterback in the fourth round. Yeah. What? He made it to second. He made it to second contract, and he's an above average linebacker.
Made it in the league to a second contract, not like made it to a second contract.
What do you mean? Oh,
Taco Charlton.
I'll let you pick someone here.
Yeah, Dwayne McBride's an easy pick here, I think.
Dwayne McBride, yeah. We need 2 running backs from these last 2 picks. Maybe go down to running back. Let me just see if there's some sleepers. I don't mind Evan Hull either. Maybe he gets a receiving role. Keep going. Holy crap, it is ugly. Eric Gray's decent, I guess. I'll let you make the pick. Which running back do you want here, since you're the running back guy?
I wouldn't pick a rookie. I would pick James Robinson.
Oh, fair. I didn't even see him. Yeah, take James Robinson. Osiris Torrance, you're a Cowboy. I think that would make sense, honestly.
Yeah, we haven't drafted the greatest in the last 2 drafts, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. We drafted pretty unreal before that, though.
Yeah, but by the way, Brock, that is facts.
2018 draft is absurd for us. Vea in the first round. I mean, Rojo was a starter, not a good back, but other than MJ Stewart in this draft, Carlton Davis, Alex Kappa, Jordan Whitehead, Justin Watson's like a special teams captain, or was for us, and now he played for the Chiefs too. 2019, we got Devin White, Sean Murphy Bunting, Jamel Dean just got a huge contract. Mike Edwards is going to get paid.
He already did.
At some point. What's
up? He did. He left. Mike Edwards got signed.
To who?
Fuck, who did I see yesterday? Chiefs.
Oh, fuck off, Kansas City. Stop picking up leftovers. I'm annoyed with that signing, dude. I actually loved Mike Edwards.
Side note, you want to hear one of the funniest draft classes of all time? It was the Cowboys 2018 draft class, right? So they got Leighton Vander Esch in the first round. Made it to the second contract, starting linebackers, fine pick.
Yeah, our team's better drafting than yours, by the way. I'm looking at our things here.
No.
Absolutely. Recently? Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Let's do this real quick. How many Pro Bowlers you got? You got Micah, you got Lamb, and you got Diggs, right? And Pollard.
Leighton's made a Pro Bowler. Made a Pro Bowl.
Okay. Actually, no, we can't go by Pro Bowls because you're the fucking Dallas Cowboys. You guys get anybody making Pro Bowls out there.
Okay, that's a Mickey Mouse argument.
Am I wrong?
That is a Mickey Mouse.
Am I wrong
argument.
though? Am I wrong?
You're just like
the small market team versus big market team. That's not a fair comparison.
You know when we dunk on people in fantasy for making opinions based off like narratives? That's like a narrative.
It's true though.
No,
it's true. If you're a half-decent player who plays for the Dallas Cowboys, you're going to make a Pro Bowl every single year.
No.
Yes.
No. We've had so many
Dude,
snubs.
Levante David's made like 1 Pro Bowl his whole
Dog.
career.
Doug, Tony Romo had a year where he threw like 30 touchdowns and didn't make a Pro Bowl.
Okay. Anyways.
Let me go through this class. It was funny.
If I put up our 10 best players since like the 2018 draft and your 10 best players, we would beat you on depth.
No shot.
Like top of the thing, you're gonna beat us probably with like Micah Parsons and shit. But like once we get into the depth of it, we definitely would win.
But what would you rather hit? Doubles or home runs?
I'd rather hit home runs, but you also have like 5 hits and a bunch of misses.
No, we don't. What?
Hold on, let me pull this up again. I'm losing it.
By the way, this is the class, by the way. So, Leighton Vander Esch, Connor Williams in the second round. Now is a starting. He's a starting offensive lineman.
Dude. We can't be saying that.
He's an average offensive lineman. Yeah, he pissed me off at times, but he's still decent. And he got a big contract somewhere. He's making like $10 million a year right now in Miami.
Why?
I don't know, but I mean that's still a hit in the second round.
That's also a Cowboys bias too, because he played for Dallas, and people think he's good.
What?
Anyways,
it's definitely a hit.
But
listen to this: Michael Gallup in the third, Dorrance Armstrong in the fourth. A good edge rusher.
Armstrong, good.
Yeah, he is. Dalton Schultz in the fourth.
Okay.
The fifth rounder is going to make you laugh. Mike White.
Nice.
And then we got Ced Wilson in the sixth. Why does Miami have 2 of our fucking draft picks from 2018 on their team?
Yeah, our 2018. If we go 20, let's just go draft class by draft class then.
Yep.
Okay, 2018, we kill you. It's not close.
Okay, listen.
Vita Vea, Carlton Davis, Alex Kappa, Jordan Whitehead. It's done.
Yeah, I mean you win, but we still had a good class.
Okay, it's done though. Vea is the best player from either draft. And I would say Carlton's probably the second best player from either draft.
Let me go back to the draft.
We're on the clock here.
Yeah.
Let's go. Do we grab another wideout? Grab another running back? Probably another back.
Running back for sure.
Gus, maybe. Spiller.
Spiller. I like
Spiller
Spiller here.
Spiller. Fuck it.
Spiller's value here is actually low key kind of crazy considering. I'd expect him to spike with the Eckler news.
Okay, so 18. You lost that one. Let's just say that's a loss.
So you had the 2 best, and then we probably had the next 5 though. So
how?
Yeah. Leighton Vander Esch, Connor Williams, Michael Gallup.
Kappa is better than Connor Williams, and it's not close.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is, dude. He got a bigger contract if you're going to go by your logic. Got a bigger contract. Jordan Whitehead's better than all those guys, too.
What?
Jordan Whitehead's a good-ass player, man.
Are you crazy? Leighton Vander Esch, Connor Williams, Michael Gallup, all better than him.
Michael Gallup's debatable when he's healthy, but I would
when he's healthy, yeah, okay.
Connor Williams. Connor Williams isn't good.
He's still a starting offensive lineman, and
so is Kappa. That cancels out.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah,
Kappa's better than him too.
Debatable.
He is
4 years, $35 million for Caps. I love how we're having an argument about Connor Williams versus Alex.
Connor Williams isn't good.
Neither is Alex Kappa.
Can I get some support in the chat? Is Connor Williams good?
So okay, Connor Williams is making $7 million per year, and Kappa's making $8.5. So that's a 1.5.
Kappa's also
difference.
better, which is the point that we're actually arguing.
Maybe
doesn't matter about money.
They're both mid. They're both mid guards.
A starting caliber lineman, and
so is
Connor Williams is a below average starter.
He got paid, and he's starting at center now for them.
Okay, 2019. What do you got?
Let me look at the draft.
I think we probably beat you in this class too.
No shot.
Definitely.
Oh, wait. No.
I don't remember who you're.
No. You're right. This is the draft that we traded away Amari Cooper
for Cooper. I think we're gonna beat you so bad on this draft that we would probably take another class.
There's no point on looking at this draft. We didn't even have our fucking.
Okay,
pick.
but here's why we would beat you, even if you had a good class here. I would put this against your best class of the last 5 years because we had Devin White, Sean Murphy Bunting, Jamel Dean, Mike Edwards, and Anthony Nelson, and Matt Gay, who are all pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
It's we got all starters out of that draft. Matt Gay doesn't start for us, but we did get all starters. And then
that was just basically the 2018 draft. I listed
2020 is the year you took Parsons, right? Or is that one?
Yeah,
21.
No, we kill you in 2020.
I don't think so, dude. We got Wirfs and Winfield. The rest of our draft sucked, but
I mean, straight up, Michael or CD Lamb and Trayvon Diggs over Wirfs and Winfield. Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I think that's a wash. I don't think it's over.
Okay, then when I add Pro Bowl center Tyler Biotish in the 4th round, that kills you.
That's a Mickey Mouse Pro Bowl. But you win the class, but that's a Mickey Mouse Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Let Mike Wicca. I haven't been.
I would say Wirfs versus
Appreciate
Lamb
you,
is a
Spicy.
wash, and Winfield versus Diggs is a wash.
Wait. Worst versus Winfield versus Diggs is not a wash.
It is. Winfield's the best free safety in the league.
The better player at the more valuable position.
Winfield is the best free safety.
And Trayvon Diggs is a top 5 corner. I would rather have a top 5 corner than the best safety.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
That's debatable.
No.
Wirfs is the best right tackle in the league also versus Lamb as a top 5 to 8 receiver.
Yeah. Fair. Okay. I mean, both are all 4 of those guys.
Those are all home runs. So
yeah. And then when you consider
the rest of our class is just so pissed. If we had one more decent player, Keyshawn Vaughn, Tyler Johnson, Khalil Davis, I don't even remember drafting Chappelle Russell.
Dude, to be fair, the Cowboys had some misses in this class, but Gallimore, he hasn't been great, but he still started games in the 3rd round. Tyler Biotish, Pro Bowl center. But other than that, Reggie Robinson, I don't even know where he's at now.
Our 2021 class and 2022 class, not good. Not good. Joe Tryon Shoyinka, 1st round of 2021. Kyle Trask, 2nd round. Robert Hainsey, Jalen Darton, KJ. Like, our class sucked. Robert Hainsey's a starter. He's like the best, and so is Tryon, but he's not very good. Neither of them are. They're like average to below average starters.
I forgot the Cowboys in 2021 got Mukwamu in the 6th round. That's a very good fucking pick.
I think Tryon could be good though. He could be if he develops. He's a good athlete. But and then dude, 2022, our class is literal piss.
Our class was good if I remember. Correctly.
To be fair, we didn't have a 1st rounder. We traded out of it. But Logan Hall, Luke Gadecki, Rashad White. Kate Otten and Rashad White and Jake Camarda are good. Jake Camarda is actually kind of a god punter. Kokieft, fullback from Minnesota, elite. Dude. This class isn't bad. It's like a good depth class, but it's not really that good.
Well, for the Cowboys, they got a special teamer with Devin Harper in the 6th round. Crucial.
Okay, so wait. Let's go through this again. 18, we beat you. 19, we beat you. 20, you beat us.
Wait. What was 2018?
Devin White, Jamel Dean. Or no, sorry, that's 19. Vita Vea, Carlton Davis, Kappa, and Whitehead.
What were we? We were... Okay, I clicked the wrong tab.
LV, I think, class.
Yeah. LV, Connor Williams, Michael Gallup, Dorrance Armstrong, Dalton Schultz, Mike White, Cedric Wilson all got significant snaps in the league.
They and Carlton, the 2 best players.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll give that to you. What was 2019? You just gave to yourself.
2019 was D. White.
Bunting,
Edwards, Nelson,
Hill.
Gay.
That was the Tristan Hill draft. Yeah. Okay,
20, that. You guys won that one slightly. 21, you guys win with Parsons alone. So. Or was that? Yeah, that was 21, right? That Parsons drafted. Yeah, you guys win that with Parsons alone. And then 22. You got.
We're winning that.
We didn't have a 1 though, which is the shitty thing.
We had 3 really good contributors as rookies with Ferguson, Tyler Smith, and then
I would say we got to say relative to where we picked the players too.
Yeah,
have a 1st round pick.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Logan Hall looked like shit though, so and Gadecki did too. So Rashad White and Kate Otten and Jake Camarda can't really carry this class.
It's so funny because I'm looking at the 2017 Cowboys draft, and don't get me wrong, they swung and missed with Taco in the 1st round, but they basically rebuilt a secondary in an offseason. Chidobe Awuzie, 60 overall. He's a starting caliber corner, and he's really solid. Jordan Lewis has given you really good slot minutes, slot corner 3rd round. And you also got Xavier Woods, who's been a starting safety for the last 5 years. You got that all in one fucking draft.
Rough. Other than Godwin, man, our 17 draft is rough. You got OJ Howard, Justin Evans, Kendall Beckwith, Jeremy McNichols. That is fucking piss.
Dude, I remember Jeremy McNichols because he had a very productive year, and people are like, is he going to be a 2nd round pick? And then everybody found out he was just like an asshole or whatever, and he dropped in the draft.
The Bucks 2016 draft might be the worst draft class of any team in the last 10 years.
Yeah, the Cowboys beat you there. For sure.
In 16, dude, anybody beats us.
Well, all I have to
Vernon Hargraves, Noah Spence, and Robbie Aguayo with top 2 round picks.
Bush, all I had to say was Dak Prescott, and it would have won.
Yeah. Our 15 class would have beaten yours, though.
Let's check 2015.
Who'd you take?
Dude, no, I don't know about that.
Marquette's better than Byron Jones.
Yeah.
Donovan
Byron
Smith
Jones,
been a starting left tackle for 8 years too.
Brian Jones, Randy Gregory were in this draft for us.
That's pretty comparable. We also had Jameis and Quan too, who both made Pro Bowls.
Yeah, so you win that because after those two guys for us, Chaz Green almost single-handedly wanted me to poke my eyes out when he gave up 6 or 7 sacks to Adrian Claiborne in a game.
Yeah,
not fun. Damian
Brock, our 13 draft is so bad, but we didn't have any picks in this class. We had Jonathan Banks in round 2, Mike Glennon round 3, Akeem Spence round 4, Will Golston, who's actually been really good, who's been the best player probably from this class for sure for us for round 4.
And Bush, this draft has no depth whatsoever for us, 2014. But the first 3 picks were so good that it doesn't really matter. Zach Martin at 16th overall, arguably the best fucking offensive lineman of his generation.
Our class is like that, except worse. We just have Mike Evans and nobody else because we took ASJ, Charles Sims, Kadeem Edwards, Kevin Pamphile, and fucking Robert Heron.
But yeah, no, exactly. And I remember that as the draft where I really, really wanted Aaron Donald, and he went like 2 picks before me, and I was so mad. And obviously, the way both have worked out,
I wanted Evans, and we got Evans. So,
hey, I can't even complain because the way it's worked out, you've gotten a Hall of Fame offensive guard, but at the same time, it's like, God damn it, that's the best defensive tackle of all time, you know? So like you're ecstatic about the pick, but at the same time, you're like, dude, Aaron Donald is
we're gonna have to see this 2023 class, but I think surface level, I think we got more classes than you.
No, what we literally just went through it and it was like even across the board.
It was even, but I think we won more.
No, everything before 2016, we fucking landslided you too.
15,
it was even. 15.
We beat you in 15.
What?
We just beat you in 15, is what I just said.
Oh no, that was even. I thought.
Okay, 15 we win. 16 everybody beats
win.
The Bucks. I don't even care who you drafted.
2014 we won too.
Yeah, 14 you win
with Lawrence and
so that's
Zach
2-1 Cowboys. I love how we're just doing this on stream. It's like you guys aren't even here. It's hilarious. 17. Who did you have in 17? Our class is pretty bad, but we still have Godwin at least.
20. Oh, we smoked you in 17.
Who do you have?
Where was it? How did I end up on the season? No, I want to see the draft class.
Oh, dude, you took Taco, man. We might win this still.
I doubt it.
Godwin alone, and Godwin's the best player from either team.
Let me check the draft. Chidobia Awuzie, Jordan Lewis.
Comparing anything pre-Jason Light. We're not going 13s and 12s.
Chidobia Awuzie, Jordan Lewis, and Xavier Woods win. And Noah Brown.
Noah Brown, get out of here, dude.
7th round pick.
Put Noah Brown up as a competitive token here.
Hear me out. 7th round pick. And like 6 years later, you're probably going to get like a 5th round comp pick for him.
Here's the shitty thing is we have Godwin, who's obviously the best player from either team.
Yeah.
Howard, torn Achilles. Evans, career-ending ankle injury. Kendall Beckwith, car accident, career-ending ankle injury. This class got decimated by injuries.
Okay, fair. But this class got decimated by
tore his fucking ACL too. Like everybody in this class suffered a major injury.
This class got taken over by Taco Charlton. Got ruined by Taco. Chidobe Awuzie is one of the 20 best corners in the league.
Godwin's better than anybody that you have from that class.
Yeah, but then we have Chidobe, Jordan Lewis, and Xavier Woods.
But like those guys combined to be Godwin.
All starters,
I guess.
All like Jordan Lewis.
If Howard, Evans, and Beckwith don't have like career-ending injuries, then they'd probably be fine.
Okay, so if we're gonna play that, then like
maybe not Howard, but like Evans and Beckwith for sure.
But then
Howard's kind of a dumbass.
The chat's saying it too. Then you joked around about Leighton Vander Esch, but anytime that guy's healthy,
even if you have a healthy Leighton Vander Esch, beating our 2018 class.
What was the 2018 again?
Vea, Carlton, Kappa, and Whitehead. Plus Rojo's been decent, and Justin Watson's a great special teamer.
So what? Vea,
Carlton, Kappa, Whitehead.
Okay. Vander Esch, Connor, Michael Gallup, Dorrance Armstrong, Dalton Schultz, Mike White, Cedric Wilson. Yeah, you probably win, but like I do think that's closer because we have more hits, but you have more higher hits.
Okay, so let's count. Starting in 14 because Jason Light took over in 14. You got 14. We got 15. You got 16. 17, I'll say you got that, but I think God will trust all of your players, to be honest.
No, we win 17. I'll give you 18 though.
18 and 19 we win. That's 3-3.
And then we
You
win
win
2020, 2021.
You win 20, but that's such a Mickey Mouse win. Like Tyler Biotish is. Could we not have gotten one more player out of this draft? Like that's so annoying,
dude. Our 2020 class was pretty crazy. 2021 we win too.
Also, for what it's worth, in 17, we also got Adam Humphries out of that class too.
Who cares? Adam Humphries.
Fine, Adam Humphries is like as good as Jordan Lewis is in his position.
No,
when he
he's
was
not.
In his prime.
Stop.
Dude, Humphries was good when he was in his prime.
If you want to compare Humphries to Noah Brown, that's fine. Don't compare
he's
him
better
to
than
Jordan.
Noah Brown. Get the
No,
fuck out
come
of
on. Nobody wants Humphries.
Like, so that's 4-3 you guys after 2020. 2021, you guys win with fucking...
And 2022.
Yeah, probably. You know what? Our peaks were better than yours.
Come on, our 2020 class, we got two of the best players at their positions.
So did we.
No, but I'm saying your peaks. Like
we got the best fucking right tackle and free safety in the league.
We have the best defensive player in the league in one of our drafts too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
just, if we just had somebody out of 2020 that wasn't fucking Keyshawn Vaughn, Tyler Johnson, Khalil Davis, and Chappelle Russell.
You know what sucks for you too is like we're comparing season by season. Like it would be better if we just like listed like the classes in order, because comparing season by season, it's just unlucky for you that you faced our 2020 class as well.
I still think if we put up the players, we would have a better top 10 in totality than you would have a better top 10.
No. Yeah, are we doing like a weighted top 10? Because like the hit, like how are we magnifying the hits?
No, you give like you count the home run, you count the home runs, and like how many home runs does each team have, and then you do the hits, as in like starters are better.
Hey, Brock is the baseball guy. We got to figure out the OPS of either of our drafts histories.
Okay, how many home runs do you have since 2014?
Fucking like we have Hall of Famers.
I'll count ours right now.
Okay. Are we counting 2022? Because I think it's too early. I want to say
not counting 2022. And fucking Tyler Smith is not a home run.
He's on the way to being one. He's one of the best young tackles in the league now.
That's aggressive.
I would agree because it's 1 year. You don't want to say that yet, but
that's aggressive.
I mean, 2021 Micah Parsons is the home run, right? I don't know how I had to say right, obviously. 2020. So that's one. CeeDee Lamb, Trayvon Diggs.
I'm not counting Carlton or Dean or fucking Godwin as home runs. So okay. I don't think Diggs should count as a home run if I'm not counting those guys.
What?
I think your home runs are Martin, Lamb, Parsons, and maybe I'm forgetting one. Can't remember.
Diggs is a home run. What the fuck?
All right, whatever. We'll count him.
Chad, is Diggs a home run?
I think Carlton's just as good as Diggs, to be honest.
Diggs is 23 years old or just turned 24.
All right. I'll count him as a home run, but Godwin counts then.
Okay, then Biotish counts.
Biotish counts as a home run?
Fine, DeMarcus Lawrence counts at least. Come on. If Godwin counts, DeMarcus Lawrence counts.
Yeah, Lawrence counts.
Okay. Dak is the home run, like Brock said.
Not the home run. He's a home run.
Anytime you get a top
Elliott
10 quarterback.
and Dak are home runs, yes.
Yeah, anytime you get Dak in the 4th round, what the fuck?
Okay, how many you got?
Yeah. Fuck, I didn't even count. So what? One, Parsons, Lamb, Diggs. That's 3 so far. 2019. I mean,
I don't know what to count Devin White as, to be honest.
He's not a home run. If Van Der Esch isn't a home run,
though, I think is probably what I'm counting him as.
Oh, are we counting everything?
No, I was going to count my home runs first, but okay. So
if Devin White's a home run, then Van Der Esch is a home run.
Okay, here's my home runs. Let me know if I'm off base on any of these. Since 2014, Mike Evans, Ali Marpet,
okay,
Chris Godwin, Vita Vea.
Sure.
I think Carlton has an argument, but I'm not going to count him. Devin White has an argument, but I'm not going to count him. Wirfs and Winfield, that's 6, and that's how many I have. That's how many home runs I have. There's, I think there's probably at least 5 to 10 more hits though, which is the nice part about these classes.
So I got 3 so far. I'm at 2017.
I think D White probably counts as like a double, but given that he was a 5th overall pick, he probably should be better than he is.
So Zeke, Dak Prescott, that's 5 already, and then we haven't even gone to 2014, which is like a crazy class. What do you consider Byron Jones as?
I'd consider him the same as Carlton, probably.
Like a double?
Yeah.
Okay, fair. So I got 5 right now. Randy Gregory's probably like a single.
He's comparable to like Dean.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably say that. And Zach Martin, DeMarcus Lawrence are home runs. So
Okay, so how many home runs do you have? 5 or 6?
7.
7 home runs?
Yeah,
Okay.
since
Is
2014.
Elliott a home run?
I mean, we counted it, but I mean, if you want,
He's a running back at 4th overall. That's the only thing that fucking makes me
Well,
annoyed about that.
yeah, no, value wise, no, but like I think just off.
I think it should count where you drafted the guy too.
I mean, if that's the case, then it's gonna be way too confusing.
It would be, but like, I don't know, dude. You get a running back at 4th overall too. That's like, she better be a fucking hit.
He better be a home run.
I think getting a borderline Hall of Fame caliber fucking guard in like round 3 should be counted as a home run. Too.
I think getting the best guard of his generation at 16 should count.
Yeah.
As a
Oh yeah,
home
for
run.
sure. He's a home run.
I know, fucking round. Who the
Yeah,
fuck?
like
is
getting Jamel Dean at 94th overall should borderline be a home run.
Oh yeah, like I mean, Pollard in the 4th round is also a really nice pick.
Yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
Let's just agree that both of our teams, like for the most part, are relatively good at this drafting.
I would say so, but like again, we might be just average. If we look at the rest of the teams and do the same exercise, it might be the same exact situation. Like where we got like 5 to 7 home runs for each team. Probably not like every team, like the Browns or the fucking Jaguars or something like that. But
I mean, like wasn't the Saints 2017 class like alone like fucking?
Yeah, they got Ramczyk, Lattimore, and Kamara in that class. So and Marcus Williams.
That's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, they got Trey Hendrickson too.
They got Hendrickson in that class too.
What?
Holy shit! Dude.
Holy shit!
Hendrickson was when we talked about that 17 class. Hendrickson wasn't even good yet,
dude. Yeah, listen to this, right? So, draft picks: Marshawn Lattimore 11, Ryan Ramczyk 32, Marcus Williams 42, Alvin Kamara 67, Alex Anzalone 76, Trey Hendrickson 103. And Al-Qadim Muhammad at 196. So aside from the last guy, like I don't really
never
know what he
heard
does.
of that guy.
Those first 6 names all made actually I don't think Anzalone made a Pro Bowl, but 5 of those first 6 names made a Pro Bowl at some point.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
It's fucked.
Also, fucking ridiculous that Vita Vea has never made a Pro Bowl.
What?
Never made one. They don't have nose tackle as a position.
In
the Pro Bowl. Silly. Otherwise, he would make it every year.
Yeah.
At least 2 of his last like 4.
Has he gotten all pros at least?
Nope.
Wow. So he's got one.
This is what I'm telling you, dude. Small market teams don't get recognition on their players.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, yeah, especially nose tackles.
Dude, Levante David's career accolades are 1 All-Pro and 1 Pro Bowl. He's been like the 3rd best linebacker in the league for like 10 years.
I think fucking Leighton Vander Esch has better fucking like
Probably.
Man, I just hope like Leighton Vander Esch here on out just stays healthy, because when he's on the field and he's right, man, he's good, but the neck is just fucking scary. Yeah, when I wait for him being a top 5 pick, he is a single. If you told me he was like pick 30, then he's a double. We gotta wait. Yeah, Brock, if you can figure out like the algorithm and compare the draft classes. I'm kidding.
I'm sure somebody's probably written an article on who's been the best drafting team.
Probably, yeah. I don't think the Colts should get applauded for taking Nelson at 6. That's a double, triple, not a home run. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think you could make the argument that Devin White's a miss.
Yeah.
From where we took him.
Yeah.
Took an inside linebacker at 5th overall, and he's been pretty inconsistent, to say the least. He had a monster 2020. Like, the tough thing is that he's not a complete outright bust, because he had a great 2020 season and a great 2021 season. Those 2 years, he was pretty good. And then this year, he was not good. So,
yeah. By the way, San Diego State beat Furman.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah. Let me see here. There were a couple moves that happened, or a couple games that finished. If you include the quarterbacks,
Chiefs had them winning that. Let's go.
Wait, actually,
I thought Furman was a good team for a second.
No.
I can't believe Purdue. Dude, my one East matchup was supposed to be Purdue Memphis. It's FAU and fucking Fairleigh Dickens.
Brock, if you include the quarter, yeah, no kidding. Like, Brock, if we're just talking about like the magnitude of hits, because I do think it has to be weighted to a degree where number of hits versus magnitude of hits.
Yeah, if you're just talking about Hall of Fame players, like it should count more than just a regular hit.
Like if you're drafting the best quarterback of all time, then yeah, like I get it. Like you have a claim. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you guys unfortunately have us beat on Hall of Famers too, right? From these draft classes.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
like
it's early on Wirfs and guys like that, but
out of our home runs, like all of them are basically
Martin
like
and Parsons are the two that are likely to be Hall of Famers for you guys. But
yeah,
I mean, like, you can't say Lamb's going to be Hall of Famer.
no.
Yeah, same with fucking Diggs even too. Like, you can't say that just because he has ball production. Like,
Well, they're
he has as much
24
of a
years
chance
old.
as Worse and Winfield do.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. I agree with you there.
But Evans is the only Hall of Famer I think we've drafted since 2014. So
yeah. Fair. Great stream.
anyway,
Yeah. If you guys enjoy that, by
I
the way,
can't
like the
believe
last half an
people are
hour,
still here after that.
like half an hour, we're just spitting about draft classes.
Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, we are going to draw the names right now. Like right after we're done this, we're going to hop into we might probably just stay in the call that we're in right now, and we are going to spin the names. So good luck to those of you guys that submitted Google Forms. Like I said, if you have signed up for the site, or if you have been transferred over from a yearly subscription on Patreon to the site, you have a ticket in there as well. So we are going to draw that right now, and we'll send out emails, Discord messages, whoever you guys, Jared's wanting in there big time. Whatever contact information you guys provided us in the Google form, we'll reach out to you if you guys win. And we'll let you know how to get into the league, and we'll ideally start drafting this week, maybe even tomorrow, if we get everybody in pretty quick.
Get the buy-ins in and everything. We'll
yeah.
be set.
So I set up our US bank account this week.
Perfect.
And I got to make sure that's completely ready to go because I don't want to get screwed on conversions. So
yeah. Dude, being a manager in some of our leagues and paying tax on fucking PayPal for payouts is just like I probably lost a few $100 off of PayPal taxes alone just paying out leagues. It's not fun.
Yeah, it is not great.
Fun.
So I'll probably just
PayPal
take
would just compensate that
because I'll be holding the funds in the US account. I'll probably just take yours out of earnings or whatever. Anyways, this is an off-topic conversation. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. Take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll probably not be doing much tomorrow, I would imagine, but we'll probably come at you guys with some dynasty decisions and all that kind of stuff early next week and tail the tapes and stuff like that. So stay tuned.
Enjoy some March Madness. That's my advice. Take care.
Yes, sir.